Hi, I'm Patrick and I'm making a morphtronic depth profile. Can be used as a one OTKO if you take out if you mess around with it. And it's also a bit of a stall. It's been winning a lot for me. I use 3 clearfion because you roll a dice, special summon, you reveal cards, the number you rolled, and you special summon one card from the one morphtronic from the revealed. Level 1. Wish it was a tuner. I mistaked it as a tuner once and tried to sing for a Lightstream Dragon. I'm looking for a level 1 tuner that works good in this deck. I also use 3 morphtronic boraden because it's really good for the 1-turn KO because while in attack position, morphtronic monsters you control can attack your opponent, while in defense position, other morphtronic monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. I use morphtronic boomboxen, can attack twice during the battle phase, and while in defense position once per turn. If you want to face a morphtronic monster you control is left as an attack target, you can negate the attack. There's 3 of them. I use morphtronic radion because it makes this defense become 2,800 while in defense position, and while in attack all monsters gain 800 attack, so this goes to 16,900. Boomboxen is 2,000, so if you have 2 boomboxen on the field and your opponent is an empty field and 1 radion, it's 1-turn KO. I use 3 radion, and I also use 3 scopen because it's good for overlays of 3s and 4s or synchro summons because it's a tuner. I use 2 clocken, and oh yeah, that's other effect, special summon 1 level 4 morphtronic monster from your hand destroyed during the end phase. I use 3 staplen. Clocken is just because there's a stall factor to this deck, and it's another target for my opponent to go after than other important cards. And I use magenen. It works 2 magenen. It works really good with staplen because staplen in attack and magenen in defense pretty much stalls the entire game until someone uses dark hole or can destroy them. And I use 2 maps, 1 Book of Moon, junk box phase. It's basically Monster Bond, but destroys it during the end phase. 3 accelerator, good draw power and can destroy 1 card on the field. So if they get a really strong card out, then I can destroy it. I use repair unit. It's really good because you can send a monster to the radion and summon that monster. But it cannot change battle position. When this card is removed from the field, destroy the equipped monster. I use enemy controller and double 2 C and D. It is good for morphtronic. It makes them become 1,000 attack and makes them you have to target them for the attack. So it's really good with magenen in defense. Equipped to do a different monster, staplen in attack, or boraden and having another monster in defense. And I use 1 limter removal because it's good for 1-turn KO. I use 2 mirror force, morphtronic bind. All level 4 monsters or higher opponent controls cannot attack or change their battle positions. If you have morphtronic face up on the field, I use 2 morphtronic force field, good for negation of spells that target. So if they try and destroy staplen or magenen, or one of my cards that is important like clocken, to the win scenario of 1-turn KO, 2 no entries, because I use map, and what's good for me. I don't take any battle damage. And I also do morphtronic scramble, because if they attack directly, especially summon morphtronic monster in defense like staplen. And staplen's really good because it doesn't get switched to attack position until after damage calculation. My side is 1 junk box, 1 map, morphtronic map, each time a monster, 3 cyber dragons, and 1 call of the haunted, polymerization, power bound, 1 power bound, because it's what's good with the cyber dragons in this. Scrap recycler, what's good sometimes. When this card is not similar specimen, you can select and send one machine type monster from your deck to grave once per turn. You can return 2 level 4 machine type monsters from your graveyard to deck, draw 1 card. Good for draw power and getting cards back into deck, like if all 3 of these are in the graveyard. Good to get them back into the deck. And I use Hard to Clear Water. It's really good with magenen and keeping my strong cards. If the critical monster 13 or higher, this card is destroyed. The critical monster with this card is not destroyed as a result of battle or by the effect of the card that targets the monster. Damage calculation is applied normally. I use Exodia the Forbidden One because there's a bit of the stall factor, and I saw a friend someone I know using a morphtronic deck, and they used Exodia in it. Don't know the exact build, but it uses staplen and magenen. That's why I put them into this deck to make it more stall, less 1 turn kill, one turn win. I use Power to Dragon, 1 mech, live stream, just in case I decide to mess around with the tuners. Ancient Sword, Wyvern, because it's one that can be summoned easily. Ancient Fairies Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Alia Justice Catastrophe if I mess with the synchro, because there's no level 2, so I would need to use Scopen and 2 clocken to get out Alia Justice. 7 Swords Warrior, because it's good, and I use a few quick cards. I use Year Giant X, because it's good overlay unit for this deck. I use Overhand Dragon, 1 Cyber Dragon, and Power 2 Bond for extra, just to mess with my opponent. Very good for the 1 turn kill, 1 turn win. Fortress Dragon, because it can be used with Power Bond 2. And I also use 1 at Zen Mage and Slacker Magician, just in case I know my opponent just in case I have 2 of these out and I know my opponent will destroy 1 of them, I can overlay. And I use Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth. And that's my deck profile. Hope you liked it. And I looked on Wikipedia to make this deck a little bit to help me out, because this is my first morphtronic deck. It's pretty good. It's been winning a lot. The only decks that it has trouble against that I have experienced are rock, because the negate trap, spell, and effect monsters effect, and watts. And it doesn't beat. It's very hard to. It once was tied, and then it went into a draw on the Dueling Network. And there's other decks like dragons that overpower this deck. and